Ever had a song in a language you don't know completely take over your mind? It could be a K-pop anthem, a Spanish reggaeton hit, or a French indie tune. You have no idea what the words mean, yet it feels incredibly powerful. Your brain is actually doing something amazing. Today, we're exploring the psychology that explains why music in foreign languages can hit harder than songs in your native tongue. From global streaming records being shattered by foreign language hits to K-pop ruling the charts worldwide, this music is more popular than ever. But this isn't just a passing fad. Real psychological science shows why your brain is naturally drawn to music you can't understand. By the end of this, you'll hear your favorite international tracks in a whole new light. Let's begin. When you listen to a song in your own language, your brain is working overtime. It's processing the melody, the rhythm, the instruments, all while also decoding the words, analyzing the sentence structure, and interpreting the lyrics' meaning. This is known as cognitive load. It can actually pull your attention away from the raw musical experience itself. But here's the fascinating part. When you hear music in an unfamiliar language, your brain shifts gears. Instead of trying to decipher language, it focuses completely on the sound. The emotion in the singer's voice, the tune, the beat, the overall atmosphere. It's similar to watching a film without subtitles. You stop analyzing text and start absorbing the feeling. This is why an Italian opera might give you chills even if you don't speak Italian, or why a Japanese city pop track can feel deeply nostalgic even if you never experienced Tokyo in the 80s. Your brain isn't sidetracked by literal meaning. It's soaking up pure emotion and musical expression. Here's something even more intriguing. When you don't understand the lyrics, your brain begins to fill in the emotional blanks by itself. Psychologists call this projection, and it's a remarkably strong effect. Think about it. When a singer in English details a specific heartbreak, you're guided into their particular story. But when you hear someone singing with passion in Portuguese and you don't know the words, your brain crafts its own narrative. It projects your personal experiences, your own feelings, and your memories onto that music. You become a co-author of the song's meaning. This explains why the same French song might make you feel romantic while a friend finds it sad. You're both correct, because without knowing the actual words, each of you is writing your own emotional story to the same melody. It's like an emotional Rorschach test, and your brain enjoys having that creative liberty. Let's be honest for a moment. How often have you adored a song's melody, then looked up the lyrics only to think, these words are actually pretty bad? We've all been there. Maybe the rhymes are corny, the metaphors are overused, or the storyline is shallow. But when you don't understand the language, you can't critique the lyrics. That intense German industrial track could be about going to the supermarket for all you know, but it sounds monumental. That dreamy Korean ballad might have very straightforward lyrics, but to your ears, it sounds like pure poetry. This is known as the lyrical judgment escape. It's one reason why foreign language music can seem more sophisticated or artistic, even when it might not be. Your brain fills the artistic gaps with its own sense of depth and significance. You're essentially giving the song the benefit of the doubt, which lets you appreciate it on a purely aesthetic level without your inner critic interfering. There's also a more straightforward reason: novelty. Your brain is naturally tuned to notice new and unfamiliar things. This is an evolutionary trait that helped our ancestors stay alert and learn. When you hear music in an unknown language, especially with different musical traditions, scales, or instruments, your brain sparks with curiosity. It's something fresh, something distinct from your usual playlist. This is why discovering music from other cultures feels so satisfying. Whether it's Afrobeat from Nigeria, flamenco from Spain, or Mongolian throat singing, your brain is essentially going on a musical expedition. That sense of exploration releases dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemical. Foreign language music isn't just entertainment, it's a journey for your neural pathways. So here's the beautiful contradiction. Sometimes understanding less allows you to feel more. By stripping away the literal meaning of words, foreign language music lets your brain concentrate on pure emotion, invent its own stories, and experience music in its most fundamental form, as sound, rhythm, and feeling. This doesn't mean music in your native language is any less impactful. Lyrics you understand can be profoundly moving and significant, but it does explain why that playlist full of songs you can't translate might be the one you return to again and again. Your brain isn't acting strange. It's acting in a wonderfully, beautifully human way. So next time someone asks why you're hooked on that Spanish, Korean, or Arabic song you don't understand, you can tell them it's actually psychology. If you enjoyed this exploration into the psychology of music, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating insights into how your mind works. Let me know in the comments. What's your favorite song in a language you don't understand? I'd love to hear your picks. Thanks for watching and see you next time.